To retain the 5p cut and to freeze fuel duty again would cost over £3 billion next year. At a time when the fiscal position is so difficult, I have to be frank with the House that this is a substantial commitment to make.
What if your parked EV wasn't as safe as you thought? A series of electric vehicle fires, including 9 buses catching fire overnight, has left people wondering if EVs might pose hidden risks even when they're not in use. Let's dive into these surprising incidents and explore what's really going on. Incident 1: a family's narrow escape. In Northamptonshire, we have a story that's nothing short of terrifying. Georgina and Scott Biz and their family had parked their electric vehicle in the driveway earlier in the day, expecting nothing out of the ordinary. But that night, their son James heard a loud explosion from his bedroom. When he looked out of the window, he saw massive flames, 20 feet high to be exact, lighting up the front of their house. It wasn't just a minor fire, it was a full-on blaze that seemed ready to devour their home. The family had to act fast. Grabbing their newborn puppies, they ran out the back door to safety while neighbors joined in with hoses to try to control the flames until the fire engines arrived. In a few heart-pounding moments, it could have turned tragic, but the support from their community helped keep the fire contained just enough. Firefighters eventually pulled the EV down the driveway as there was a real concern it might reignite, a common risk with EV fires due to their lithium batteries. Now here's the kicker. The car wasn't charging, it hadn't been used for hours, and it was less than 2 years old. Understandably, the family is left wondering what exactly caused this. Should EV owners worry about their vehicles even when parked and not in use? This incident raises real questions about the safety of electric vehicles and whether more research is needed to prevent such sudden, unexplained accidents. Incident 2: a fire in Scotland's driveway. Our next incident brings us to Scotland, where Derek Leslie had his own shocking experience with an electric car fire. Derek had just come back from a walk with his dog and was heading through his back gate when he heard a bang. At first, he thought something had hit his car, but when he looked over, he saw smoke pouring from underneath his EV. Within seconds, the smoke turned into flames, quickly spreading through the vehicle. Thankfully, the fire department was only 5 minutes away, and they arrived just in time to stop the fire from reaching Derek's home. Images later showed flames erupting from the car's bottom, and the battery area melted beyond recognition. This incident sparked some big questions. Are EV batteries aging faster than expected? It's one thing for a car to catch fire in a crash or while charging, but what about when it's just sitting idle? Incident 3: electric buses on fire in Taichung City. Now let's jump over to Taiwan, where an early morning blaze in Taichung City brought chaos to a parking lot full of electric buses. Around 2 a.m., firefighters were called in to handle a massive fire that had broken out. By the time they arrived, 9 electric buses were engulfed in flames, creating a major challenge due to the high-powered lithium batteries within the buses. It took over an hour and a half, plus 21 fire trucks and 46 firefighters to get the flames under control. There's a twist here too. The buses belong to a company that had recently gone out of business, leaving behind unpaid drivers and debts. Many of these buses were mortgaged to banks, so it didn't take long for some to wonder if this could have been intentional. but intentional or not, this incident highlights the very real dangers of large electric vehicles catching fire and the risks to firefighters who have to control these intense, hard-to-extinguish blazes. Incident 4. Electric Vehicle Tax Break Controversy in the UK. Finally, we turn from fire risks to financial policies. In the UK, a debate is heating up around tax breaks for EVs, especially for those using salary sacrifice schemes. Rachel Reeves, the UK's Shadow Chancellor, is considering pulling back tax incentives for higher earners who lease EVs through these schemes. Essentially, these schemes allow people to pay for their EVs using pre-tax income, reducing the overall cost and encouraging EV adoption. However, critics argue that this mostly benefits wealthier individuals who can afford top-end EVs, leaving lower-income buyers at a disadvantage. The policy discussion has sparked a bit of a back and forth. Environmental advocates argue that anything that boosts EV sales is beneficial, while critics say that the benefits should be more widely accessible. If the tax break is scrapped, it might level the playing field, but it could also slow down EV adoption at a time when the government is pushing for more eco-friendly transportation.
To retain the 5p cut and to freeze fuel duty again, which cost over £3 billion next year. At a time when the fiscal position is so difficult, I have to be frank with the House that this is a substantial commitment to make.
In the wake of these alarming incidents, it's clear that while electric vehicles hold the promise of a cleaner future, their safety, especially when parked and idle, deserves further attention. From family cars to public buses, the sudden and unexplained nature of these fires raises crucial questions about the technology we're rapidly adopting. Understanding and addressing these risks is essential to ensure a safer path forward for EV users and the wider community. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, stay informed by subscribing to our channel. We're committed to bringing you the latest updates, insights, and safety tips on EV technology. Don't forget to like, share, and join the conversation in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts on these incidents and what you believe needs to change.